Australia, the land of sun, surf, and soul-crushing expenses. Let's be honest, sometimes it feels like you need to sell a kidney just to afford a block of cheese. The dream of a comfortable life is getting more expensive by the day. So, what if I told you it's possible to not just survive, but to live well on less than $50,000 a year? You'd probably call me a liar or assume I live in a tent and forage for berries. But I promise you, it's not a fantasy. It's a strategy. It's about being a financial ninja, not a penny-pinching hermit. Over the next 10 minutes, we're going to break down the exact, no-nonsense blueprint for thriving on a $50,000 income in Australia. And you'll definitely want to stick around to the end because I'm going to share the single most overlooked government resource that could put hundreds, if not thousands of dollars back in your pocket each year. You don't want to miss it. First, a dose of reality. That shiny $50,000 salary isn't what actually hits your bank account. After the tax office has had its slice, you're left with about $42,283. That's roughly $3,524 a month. Now, let's compare that to what the experts say you need. The Association of Superannuation Funds of Australia, or ASFA, suggests a single person needs almost $52,000 a year for a comfortable retirement, and that's assuming you own your home outright. At first glance, the numbers don't add up. It looks like Mission Impossible, but with more spreadsheets and less Tom Cruise. This is where most people give up. But this is where our strategy begins. Because living well on less isn't about earning more, it's about managing smarter. You can't win a battle without a plan. For our finances, we're going to borrow from Australia's most famous financial playbook, the Barefoot Investor. Don't worry, you don't need to read the whole book. The concept is brilliantly simple. It's called the bucket system. You split your money into different accounts, or buckets, each with a specific job. This automates your finances and removes the stress of budgeting. We'll focus on the first bucket, the blow bucket, which is for your day-to-day life. It's split into 4 smaller accounts. First, your daily expenses account gets 60% of your income. This covers the essentials: rent, bills, groceries. Second, your splurge account gets 10%. This is your guilt-free fun money for coffees, movies, or that weird thing you saw online at 2 a.m. Third, your smile account gets another 10%. This is for long-term savings for things that make you smile, like a holiday or a new laptop. And finally, the fire extinguisher account gets 20%. This is your secret weapon to aggressively pay off debt or build up your savings. This is your blueprint. It gives every single dollar a job. Now let's tackle the 3 biggest enemies of your budget: housing, food, transport. These are the 3 horsemen of the financial apocalypse. Tame them, and you're golden. First, housing. Let's be blunt. Trying to live on $50K in the middle of Sydney or Melbourne is like trying to put out a house fire with a water pistol. It's not going to work. The average rent for a 1-bedroom apartment in Sydney is about $2,500 a month. That's more than our entire daily expenses budget. The solution? Geographic arbitrage, a fancy term for moving somewhere cheaper. Australia is a big place. Your financial freedom might just be a state border away. Cities like Adelaide, Hobart, and Brisbane offer a dramatically lower cost of living. In Adelaide, you can find a 1-bedroom apartment for around $1,500 a month. Suddenly, our $2,114 expense budget looks perfectly healthy. Regional hubs like Newcastle, Geelong, and Wollongong are also fantastic options, offering great lifestyles without the big city price tag. The number 1 rule of living on $50K is this: your postcode is your most powerful savings tool. Next up, food, the delicious drain on our finances. Aussies waste about $2,500 worth of food every single year. That's your next holiday, right there in the bin. Here's how you fight back. 1. Become an Aldi disciple. Study after study shows it's consistently the cheapest supermarket, often by up to 25%. 2. Ditch the brands. Often the only difference between a brand name product and the generic one is the fancy packaging. 3. Time your attack. Supermarkets mark down perishable items like meat and baked goods at the end of the day. An evening shop can slash your bill. 4. Use technology. Apps like Frugal Grocery compare prices across major supermarkets so you always know where the best deals are. And the biggest one, cook at home. A single meal out can cost $25, but you can cook a delicious, healthy meal at home for just a few dollars. Finally, transport. Your car's favorite food is your money. It can cost over $5,000 a year just to own and run one. The solution, again, comes down to location. Living in a walkable city or a suburb with great public transport is the ultimate transport hack. A monthly transport pass in Adelaide is around $120 compared to over $200 in Sydney. That's over $1,000 a year saved, just by choosing the right city. Fashion lovers, don't panic. Op shops are a goldmine. Designer brands for less than the cost of your daily coffee. Apps like Gumtree and Facebook Marketplace can score you secondhand treasures, from furniture to tech at a fraction of retail prices. Saving money never looks so chic. Okay, you've set up your buckets, you've moved to an affordable city, you're a grocery shopping ninja, you're doing great. But now, it's time for the secret weapon I promised. The one thing most Australians completely overlook. Every state and territory government in Australia has a website dedicated to concessions, rebates, and savings. It's literally a treasure map for finding free money, but almost no one uses it. In NSW, it's called the Savings Finder. In South Australia, it's Concessions and Grants. Whatever it's called in your state, this is your new best friend. If you hold a low-income healthcare card, which you may be eligible for on a $50K salary, you can unlock a world of discounts. We're talking the low-income household rebate, which slashes hundreds off your electricity bill. Utility relief grants if you're struggling to pay a bill. Cheaper car registration and public transport. Even programs for free or discounted eyeglasses. This isn't welfare, this is support that you are entitled to. After this video, your homework is to go to your state government's website and use their savings tool. It could be the most profitable 10 minutes you spend all year. Another sneaky budgeting hack, the one-day rule. Feeling tempted to splurge on something non-essential? Wait one full day. Often you'll realize you didn't really need that life-sized Hugh Jackman cutout. Though fair enough if you did. So, can you live well in Australia on less than $50,000 a year? Absolutely. It's not about sacrifice, it's about strategy. It's about setting up a simple money system that works for you. It's about choosing a home base that supports your financial goals, not sabotages them. It's about spending smarter, not less. And it's about using every tool and resource available to you. Living well on a budget isn't about being a tight arse, it's about being a financial artist, creating a masterpiece of a life with the resources you have. So go forth, budget champions. Live your best Aussie life without breaking the bank. If this guide helped you, give this video a like and subscribe for more insights into navigating the Australian economy. Let us know your best money-saving tips in the comments below.